ready, then we start in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, and we're kicking off our second match of the day here between these two regions. Gutsman out of Game Zone, Bombman out of Manco Dax. We've seen this strategy before. Let's see how it pays off. Again, those traditional dropping platforms coming up for Game Zone. A lot of damage boosting throughout. Both these stages are going to see dealer's choice on where they want to spend their health. It's more of a resource. If you've got the boss patterns down, health isn't, can I... Oh my! And right out of the gate, we have Game Zone take a fall. Alright, it's early in the stage. He can get right back on it. No big deal. Manco Dax has a bit of an advantage from that. Oh. A second death out of Game Zone. You hate to see it. Keep playing. Don't write yourself out. Anything can happen. Manco Dax can fall through. He can use his health wrong. No big deal. And I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Hop back in it if you'd feel. Manco Dax just has to run a clean game at this point. And it's looking pretty well. Game Zone, if he's not feeling too defeated, still has the option to fire it back up and get in there. If it's happened to him, it can happen to Manco Dax just the same. You only are guaranteed a loss if you lay down and quit, but we are seeing Manco Dax still proceed. And there's a death from Manco Dax. Game Zone, you have a shot if you get back on the horse. Alright, that might have been the flame in his sails to keep us going, boys. We have one death out of Manco Dax, a game over out of Game Zone, but early on in both the stages, it's anybody's race still. No! Those platforms are deadly! Frankly, folks, this is where I get filtered. There's a reason I'm shoutcasting instead of playing. I would have lost every time 9 ways to Sunday. Game Zone, I feel ya. Bomb Man encountered by Manco Dax here. Let's see if he puts him away quick. And he clears the force portion of the drop. What? Oh, wow. I'm worked up. That got to me, folks. He clears the first section of the dropping platform stages and presses on. Manco Dax takes out his first boss. Who's he going to choose next? He's seen what these platforms can do to Game Zone, and he doesn't care. He's taken on the challenge. He's going to face him himself. I had to shut up and just watch there, guys. I had to see if he was going to get through it himself, but he put up a great performance. The platform showed no issue to Manco Dax, and he's pressing on. Game Zone is closing in on Gutsman. Manco Dax has about half the stage remaining. Takes a death at Gutsman. The perseverance is something to be respected, though, folks. He got back on the horse, he had a game over, he had a death, and he's still playing this through. A lot of other people, they would have thrown in the towel and been quitter, but he's going to respect the competition, and I respect that. Mankodax getting locked on a little bit of a stun jump here. He's recovering. And Mankodax finishes. Ref, what is our time?
So Menkodax finishes with a time of 5 minutes and 18 seconds.
Alright, Game Zone, it's important you finish this one out. You don't know what else your teammates could bring or what the opponent's teammates could fail to bring. We can still see a strong finish out of you, and I hope to see it. He's making quick work of this stage. If nothing else, this will be a good time for this section. Making his way through, not to be deterred, using those health boosting strategies we've seen before. He is running it a little bit close, coming into the boss room here. Alright, let's see how he finishes. He takes one more death. Game Zone, how you feeling? Alright. Kinda thought that might be the case, but no worries. Let's go ahead and go to post-match here. All right, refs. It was a let's get Mankodax unmuted first if we could. I'd like to speak with them. Get their thoughts on the competition. Manko, it started off strong pretty much for a couple of screens. Once you started hearing competition go south from the opposing team, what were your thoughts? Did you feel additional pressure mount? What was going through your head?
Hi. Playing this kind of competition really puts a lot of pressure. The anxiety, I don't know, I wanted to do the best I can do, so nervous, pretty nervous.
Understandable, completely. You held up a great competition here, or you put forth a great competition here. Really, once you heard, I still just kind of want to zero into this, not to discourage anybody who was on the other team, but were you feeling any more pressure to perform once you knew you just had to run a clean game to get the winning time, or did you feel kind of anything mount a little bit? You have viewers behind you. You have pretty much just finish and you'll do okay. I know sometimes when something seems in the bag, That is when we are most likely to fumble it. Did you feel any of that?
I was tranquilo when I heard that the other guy lost a lot of lives in Gutsman, but when my turn was to play the Gutsman phase, I was really nervous, but I wanted to have fun, and I really did. This kind of competition is awesome, and thanks to all of the guys who organized this, and thanks to you. You were great animando this kind of competition.
No, hey, we're glad. It wouldn't be anything without the competitors, so we appreciate everybody showing up. We appreciate those who come to watch, and clearly it's something that if people are having fun with it, I can't see it going anywhere. So thanks for competing. Manco Dax, fantastic run. I'd like to talk to Game Zone now. So, Game Zone, it speaks for itself, really. I know you don't have a mic right now. Feel free to talk in the chat. I'm sure you practiced for this. You even mentioned initially there that the game wasn't responding correctly. I imagine you might have been suffering a little bit of input lag. This isn't something that I would have expected, given practice put in. So I give you the benefit of the doubt there. What are your thoughts? What was some? I imagine feeling discouraged after those first deaths. Talk to me. I got him typing in chat, and I'll relay. He says, well, yes, after the first death, nerves started kicking in. And that is to be understood. Not only that, he has a bunch of people watching him. Especially since I practice Gutsman stage the most. And I agree, to put in practice, as I said, on something like that, to have it kind of crumble right at the start, it's discouraging. When your opponent there, Manco Dax, suffered a death, though, I noticed that seemed to give you a little bit of fire to get back in the game from the game over screen. For a second there, it looks like you put it down, but we heard him suffer a death as well, and you right away got right back to the stage select. Did that prove an opportunity where you thought, hey, you know what, maybe I can seize this moment and take it back? What were you thinking there? Well, I was seeing the first match where they all played so good, so I thought that a game over I was done for. That's understandable as well. He goes on to say, but then I decided to give it a go anyway. Cutman stage went pretty smooth, and I would agree with you, Game Zone. You did execute that second stage pretty well. I would say nerves got to you again near the ends, just because you knew that Manco Dax had already finished. It felt a little bit defeating, but again, as I said during the match, and I still say now, you saw it through to the end. I respect you getting it done, and even in the face of some initial defeat, you stuck around and handled it. So thank you for competing. We're glad to see you guys here. To both the competitors, fantastic match, and let's get ready for the next one. Alright guys, it will just be a handful of minutes here while the ref preps our next two contestants. We're seeing pretty much from the highs to the lows, good variety of gameplay. The first match, as Game Zone said, kind of set up the stage for, we thought we were going to be seeing people just blazing through these, but who knows? Who knows what we have on the dock. Seba Mardo, if you could fire up your stream, thank you.
I don't know if Seba can show me the hat.
Can you hear me?
We can
Yeah.
now.
Can you see my screen?
Well, we're not seeing
Yeah.
the overlay, we're just seeing the paused title screen. Feel free to use the snipping tool and send a screenshot to Pampa, that will work as well.
Sorry, I have to put the game in some configuration or something. I just put the game, so wait for the start count.
No, I think there's just a little bit of a language barrier here. If you pull up your RetroArch overlay and you navigate to the hash screen, feel free to just take a screenshot of that hash and send it to Pampa.
Yeah, I think I can
Give
explain
me
it to
a
him.
second.
Yeah, if you got it, Kiwiz,
Oh, if you
please.
can, yeah.
The stream.
I just
Alright, Pampa, that should be our screen. Are we looking okay? Fantastic. Kiwiz, thank you for the assistance on that. Go ahead and mute Seba there, bud.
Okay, are you both ready? As you are. Okay. Start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, folks, this is it. We have our third matchup. Kiwiz, Seba Mardo. Both going for a bomb man initially. We haven't seen a same stage matchup since the first round. Let's see how they respond. Some quick movement on the right here. Both of these guys definitely put their practice in and are seeing the frame responsiveness that they want. No input lag to be seen. Moving on to the next screen, Kiwiz getting a slight lead. Nothing that can't be quickly removed as we've seen before. Quick work of the sniper Joe as Seba Mardo starts to catch up. Oh. I think we just had a slight connection issue over there, but we're okay. Quick hop techniques, get through that hallway. Doesn't make us move any faster, but damn it, I'm gonna jump. Already at our first boss here. Kiwiz, how are you gonna put him away? Seba Mardo closing in quickly behind, though, not to be left. As we said previously, health is a resource that can be used as you see fit. Plenty to spare out of both players, at least for a couple of hits here. Bomb Man goes down, Kiwiz takes the first boss. Logic would say he moves on to Guts Man, but I wouldn't be surprised to see a curveball out of some of these folks. Nope, not this time. Straight, fast, and down the middle. Those dropping platforms. Here we go. Seba Mardo, I don't know, did we have a freeze over there? No, we're alright. That connection issue just had me worried. The platforms are cleared. Kiwiz makes his way and presses on. Seba Mardo, could you do the same? Makes his way through without any issue himself. Damage boosting and mass spam out of Kiwiz. That is some fast button pressing, folks. Drop down section for Seba Mardo. Kiwiz about ready to enter the boss room. Barely any health left on the docket. Let's see if he can put him away with perfect RNG and pattern work. With a little mistake, Seba Mardo can take the win. But if he plays a clean game, it's all over. There it is, folks! Kiwiz takes the first event here. Seba Mardo gonna close in close behind. Seba Mardo muted himself in Discord, so I unfortunately can't do anything about the volume there. But a fantastic finish out of him as well. Honestly, folks, this was a great match. Gonna mute him so we were not getting double fed. Yeah, we saw a close competition throughout. Pretty much screen to screen values out of the gates. Seba Mardo actually had a little bit of a disadvantage for a while there and managed to pull it back. This is the competition we're looking for when it comes to an Olympics. Guys, fantastic performance. I'd love to be able to speak to you. Let's start with the winner here. Kiwiz, if we could get you unmuted, I'm going to go ahead and walk me through it.
Problem.
Yeah.
Seba's finding some reward.
All right, see, Kiwiz, do you have a mic? Would you be able to talk to me for a few?
Yeah, sure.
All right, good deal. Yeah, so like I said, you had a slight disadvantage, a very neck and neck out of the gates, but a slight disadvantage. Were you feeling a little bit nervous when, or excuse me, when Seba Marto took a slight disadvantage? Were you feeling confident that you were going to be able to maintain that lead, or what was going on there?
You know, actually, I was defend in the call because I asked for it because I get pretty nervous pretty easily. So I have had no idea of what was going on actually. So I just finished my run. I came back to the stream, saw that I just finished, and I was like, okay, I'm good.
You're good to go.
Yeah, sure. But there was a moment like, you know, the jumping guy before Gutsman. I thought I was gonna die there.
Oh, I noticed that. I noticed that you didn't have a lot of health to work with. It was yeah, very close. Very. You managed to pull it out though, and if I could have only been a fly on the wall to hear what we had to deafen you to miss, man, I'm sure there were some choice words being said. But beyond that, you took the win there. Feeling pretty happy with it. Any thoughts about the competition, your team? What are you thinking on that front?
Well, I think I'm pretty happy with the result. I've been practicing with for a while with my team.
Sure.
Not so much with EV. I just managed to contact 2 days ago because schedules are really different and such.
Right.
Yeah, I think I'm good. I did great.
I'd agree, frankly.
Yeah. Of course, telling Seba Marto that well played. It was a nice game. I managed to see the end of his run at the end. So yeah, well played. Bien jugado. Well, see you next time.
All right, thank you for competing again. Kiwiz, we'll see you next time. And if I could talk to Seba Marto next, that would be fantastic. Gotta unmute him myself. All right. Seba, can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Good deal. So, like I was saying to Kiwiz there, you guys started off so neck and neck with such a high-performing, opponent. What were some of your initial thoughts, just getting off those first few screens?
I didn't see the screen of my opponent because I was so nervous. But I hear all the stream, and I have to just play as safe as I can.
All right.
It's my well, Megaman. The first Megaman, I just beat it in this year one time, so I have little time to practice. But I think I did a pretty good job.
Hey, with just a little time to practice, you've already outperformed most of us in this room. I can almost guarantee it. You put up a fantastic experience. There was a little bit there. There was a little bit there near the end where health started to get pretty low. Was there any nervousness about facing a death there, or were you pretty confident that, hey, if I get to the boss room, I can put this one away?
Was just improvisation, I think, because when just I see the old competitor stream and try to focus on where is the better path for my play, for my run.
Sure.
With the boss, I have some problem with Gutsman because I go with lower heal. So my first strategy was die in that part and then play with full health. But
hey, it works.
It works, yeah, it works, and I have to one time to do it as well. So that made me feel so relaxing, less nervous. So and Bowman just focus on do well the jumps with the platform, and then yes, I feel so relaxed in them.
Good deal. Well, fantastic run, guys, from both of you. Thanks for talking to me. Glad to see it. man, what a competition so far. We're going to get ready for the next one here. Gentlemen, we'll see you next time, and we're going to set up for the next match.
See you next time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.